Hey everybody, Jesse does cars. This is the newest vehicle that came in. I've been working on. Runs great, looks good. You know, good tires, good wheels, great engine. Looks newish. I'm surprised. 2013 Subaru XV Crosstrek. Okay, everything looks good, and then until you get to the back. So this is like take 13. I lost the video. Somehow did a cut and paste, and the paste never went through. So anyway, here it is. This car looked like got wrapped around 2 poles. So back here, it had literally had like a U-shaped bend in it, and the rear bumper was actually melted into this back panel right here. So that took me like 2 hours just to peel it out and peel it off. As you can see, that's pretty bent over there, so I'm gonna have to get underneath here. I'm actually gonna cut all of this out. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you can see it's pretty tackled right there inside, so I'm gonna cut all that out and replace the end rails. This one's going to get bent back into shape. It's just slightly out of shape. This whole back panel right here is going to be removed. I'm in the process of actually cutting out all the pinch welds right now, and you know, it's just a process. I went through with my grinder to identify most of the pinch welds, and so now I'm in the process of drilling them out with a special drill bit that's designed for cutting out pinch welds. So this muffler got bent up inside there, so this is probably going to get replaced, or at least the parts that got bent up anyway. As you can see, that whole panel, that pan, this is all that one pan. It actually separated from this corner over here. This corner is just slightly bent with the slightest curve right here. And then this is what you got to watch out for rear end damage. It pinched the back door, so it doesn't open very well. So the goal is going to be to pull all this back, and so that can open up and everything like that. The tailgate kind of fitting a little bit better now. You know, now that I got the pan kind of pulled out. When I first got it, that pan was pushed in so far that the spare tire was pinched inside there, and I couldn't get it out. I literally had to pull the pan out first before I could pull it out. Yeah, this deck has a replacement deck over here. I've got the bumper cover, and I've got a new deck with all the parts on it, so that's right there. So that's going to get painted and everything like that, and just have a few parts swapped over onto it. That should take care of that problem. This isn't a severely complicated rebuild. It's just some pretty large pieces that have to get pulled out. If I had a shop and all the right parts, or all the right tools and everything like that, that would be really easy. And then if I had everything inside, or already ordered and all that fun stuff. I do have the pan ordered. I do have the end rail ordered. Like I said, I've got the back deck already ordered. I've already started pulling out all the interior, so when I start doing the welding and things like that, everything's going to be out of the way. So that's all out of the way. I'm prepping everything. As you can see, the back tire is out, actually out now. And you can see this pan. This is rippled pretty badly. But it's just a lower pan. Who really cares? It has some dents in it. I don't care. It's not a big deal. It doesn't function, or doesn't hurt the functioning of the rear end or anything like that. It's no structural integrity whatsoever. So that's you know, the thing right there. You know, all the rails, if you were to ever get hit, all the rails, which is right underneath here, it's all welded down in there. Same with over on this side. This has got a little bit of bend to it. We're going to bend all that back. This one underneath here, that one's going to get replaced. And that's where all your structural integrity comes from, is all these things that are actually welded together. This may provide the most mild amount of structural integrity. It's still going to have this spare tire in there, so therefore that's actually going to provide more structural integrity than the pan itself. So that's that. All the interior is pretty good except for the bolsters on the front seat, which is kind of interesting. Runs well. This is interesting. Someone bent this headrest back. I have no clue how they possibly did that. They also bent this over here. The metal is actually bent out on the bolster. These things sit really deep on this car, which is interesting. It sits more like a racing seat, but it's not a racing seat. Bolsters sit out really deep. So I'm wondering if he actually even just broke the back on this, because it does sit pretty deep as compared to the other one. So it's quite possible that this seat is just completely broken. Anyway, I'm looking for a seat for this. Just don't want to pay the shipping. I was just out in the Spaldings in the wrecking yard, and they did not have one with the white stitching on it, but I might be open to just replacing them with the regular, both of them with the regular black seats with no stitching on it. It's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker for me. Everything else runs great. It's got 95,000 miles on it. The engine runs great. Interior is great. Sunroof. I'm going to go ahead and fire her up, and then you take a look at the engine. And that's the wrong keys. I may not actually have the right keys on me. Let's see. This one actually had a key on it. For 2013, I would have thought that it actually would have had a regular key or a push to start, but it doesn't. Engine runs great, looks great. Amazing that the aluminum, you know, everything, it looks like it's dirty, slightly dirty. I mean, of course the battery's got some wear on it. I mean, this is definitely has to get cleaned up, but you look at everything else, it sounds rough, but that's a Subaru in general. But if you look at all the aluminum and stuff, it's kind of weird because there's no like salt layer kind of like buildup on it or anything like that. It's actually a really clean engine, other than, you know, dust and dirt. So everything else looks clean here. Nothing's been modified or anything like that. It's still good shape. You know, the beauty cover's not here, but when is the beauty cover ever on a Subaru? Now it's starting to kick down, and you know it's gotten to temperature, choke's kicking out. Actually looks great. I don't know why this has got white on it. Most interesting thing I've seen. It's got the slightest of kicks to it, and it does have good coolant. Could be a little higher, but it's not low. When I did get it, it was about 1.5 quarts low on oil, which is interesting. Let's see here, brake could be cleaned, but still good. You know, yeah, everything's in good condition. So I'm not going to go as far as saying, hey, maybe it was replaced or something, but it is a clean engine nonetheless. So anyway, this is where I'm at this status, and so I will get this video out to you guys, and hopefully, I've been meaning to get this out for a week now. This thing's still on hold. I do have a 40-page legal doc out on it, waiting to hear back from an attorney. If I don't hear anything, I'll just part it out and just lick my wounds and just let someone else fucking have to do it later on. You know, it's unfortunate that, you know, Copart does that crap, but whatever. Anyway, I'll get this all taken care of. I will start some more work on it, and I will see if I can get some video of me actually working on the tailgate and the back end as we go along. Anyway, we'll see you guys.